What's up, everybody? Welcome to Yo, Is This Podcast Tiki with your host, Olmac. We're waiting for our co-host, Mr. Captain Sieber. There he is. Just getting in here now. And hey, Kelsey's here with some Stone Flamingo. Jeff, let's get you in me. Here it comes, waiting on the internet connection. Hey!
I didn't know we would be wearing masks.
Hey, man.
This was not discussed backstage.
I've been doing this for the whole week, so as you can see.
Yeah.
Boom.
I mean, your face backstage didn't have a mask, but it looked great. It seemed like it didn't screw up your skin or anything.
What's up, Andrew? What's up, Z?
Hey, good to have you all.
What's up, everybody?
Joe. Oh.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Oh, Robert, what's up? Yeah.
We have a lot to discuss from your previous weekend.
That we do. Man, all the cool people are in here right now. What's up, cool people?
I've said this before. We have the best audience.
We have the best audience.
Fans, because that defines, that's a certain... We have a great audience. I think some people watch us and hate us.
They better
watch us.
That's why we're doing this.
And that's still audience, and I'm into it.
It's all about the numbers right here in the corner.
I see it. I try not to look at it. I try not to look at anything but you, because it otherwise distracts me immensely.
I literally can't even look at you. There's words all up in front of your face here.
I've noticed that. And I feel like if I were in chat, I would be attacking me with emojis. That would be but I've been described as an agent of chaos in the past. Which I don't disagree with.
That's what your tattoo says.
It does say that. It's spelled wrong, but yeah.
Oh, thanks, Kelsey. I know you. I hope this is one of the things you hate watch for your enjoyment.
Kelsey had great tips about ice that she sent me that I have not, I haven't gotten the ice yet, but I plan to. I decided not to get it for the newest, hottest day in LA that we've had.
Oh, dude.
I don't know, 2 weeks?
This I'll tell you what, this is nothing compared to Arizona. This is a gorgeous day. Holy shit.
It's 90 degrees. You poor bastard.
Is it? It was like 100 walking around at the Oasis. Whew, it's hot.
That's insane. It looked cool.
It was great.
Yeah.
Great. Andrew, our sponsor, Surfside Sips. Everybody go check out Surfside Sips. Use the code word IsThisTiki for 20% off your Surfside Sips. Reusable glass straws.
I'm drinking out of one now. It's great.
I have a bunch ready to show you.
What
are you drinking, Jeff?
I'm drinking a hurricane with a falling over lemon piece. And
because the winds are so strong.
Yeah, that's what's happening. And it's supposed to be a taller glass. I loaded this with ice, though. I'm back on the let's give it a lot of ice. That's apparently very tiki.
Very tiki.
Is my understanding. Because there's strong enough drinks that you need dilution, and the dilution actually helps the flavors for anybody. Yeah. Like, why do tiki drinks have so much ice? There's a reason.
That's why.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Plus, it just makes the volume of the drink more in general, so you feel like you're getting more.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Love a lot of ice.
You got it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, myself? Well, I'm drinking another Painkiller Smash from Trademark Brewing. Shout out Trademark Brewing. My wife's brewery. She makes amazing beer. Check it out. Long Beach. Jam.
You're just loaded with merch.
Loaded. Also, shout out to Tiki Punks. We did a pin trade a while back. They just got my pins like today. This was like back in October. I've talked about this in the podcast before.
You will continue to talk about it.
Every day, Val's like, shut the fuck up. I don't know who these people are.
When I was backstage before you had arrived, I was looking at your story, and I not only saw that they got it, which I was very glad for, you also posted something of a cake that was tiki getting cut in half. Which,
Oh, dude. That blew my mind.
yeah, me too.
Straight up blew my mind. I think who did I see post that? Schroederville Art. If you know her, she does really great art. Shout out to her. We got this guy from her.
That's cute.
Oh, it's adorable, right? It was supposed to be. I think it was on the description of it. It said it was like an ornament, like a Christmas ornament, but it's we have like one of these Christmas trees, so it was like half the size of our tree. But now it just chills here on our shelf, which is great.
Someday when you have a big tree, like the scale of tree really does determine what type of ornaments you can get.
Big time.
I'm getting ahead of myself for our Christmas holiday episode. Have a lot of hot takes. A lot to say.
Yeah. How was your week, man?
It was good. It was not a trip to Tiki Oasis good, but I did watch Mortal Kombat, which was a wild ride.
Was it? I have yet to see it, but I'm excited.
We'll compare notes when you do, because I think you'll enjoy it. I never played the games. It was gory, but not like, it wasn't like Saw gory, really, in the sense that like everyone was kind of having fun except for the people getting obliterated. But like cartoonish gore, if anything, and like they hit each other and like blood would kind of jump out of them.
That's exactly what I'm looking for in this movie.
It really gets it done. It also has, I mean, and this is going to be bold to say it, probably in all of cinema, the best "get over here" that I've ever seen. In every piece of cinema, this one I think beats all of them.
Excellent. And as it should, as like as far as I'm aware, the game is where that phrase came from. So
yeah, well, I mean, there were other movies that also have that word or that phrase or those words.
People have said it.
Forrest Gump, I'm pretty sure, was in it. They had that phrase.
A classic.
But it's a fun flick. It's really, and it's also like an hour 38, I want to say, before credits, which, give me that all the time.
Easy.
Punish him. That would be what I would say in my game.
And then you like tickle him.
Have a great time with him.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I can't wait to compare notes with you about that, because
Yeah, we will we'll definitely that'll be next week's episode. Will be very Mortal Kombat.
Hey, by then, hopefully you've watched it, or you just don't care. Even if I tried to spoil it, I don't think there's anything to spoil. Nothing I can say. Yeah, it is less than half a Snyder cut. Dude, Surfsides is right. Our unit instrument.
Andrew gets it.
Yeah. It is. It packs it all in. It's really. You want a montage for training? Sure, you get it. Here you go. You want just bizarre superpowers, more or less, and little explanation? Great. Who needs it?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the original movie, the old one?
No. Is it worth watching?
It's been a long time since I've seen it, and there actually might be a sequel to it now that I'm thinking about that. I think there was a second one that came out at some point. I don't know if that was supposed to be a remake in itself or a sequel. I don't really remember.
Yeah.
But what's up, Emma?
Oh,
What's
hey.
up, Danielle? Who else popped in here? What's up, the Tiki Jungle Bar? What's up, everybody?
Good job taking roll call.
Check. It's been a really long time since I've seen the original, so I would be. It's terrible if I remember right, but but fun terrible. You know, it came out in the early '90s, so
weird time for video game movies.
Oh yeah, Mario Brothers. You're like,
the director for that movie, I found out recently, was drunk the entire time, and also didn't know it was about a video game until like the last third of shooting.
I also heard the same thing about who played Mario? What's his name? From Roger Rabbit. I'm blanking on his name.
It's Mario. I know who you mean.
Eddie from can't remember his name. He's an amazing actor, but he also was not aware that it was based on a video game until he was like home at one point and his kid was like playing it and he was like, "What is this?" She's like, "Oh, this is you." He's like, "It's a video game?"
That's what, and the director had Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins, thank you.
Yeah, that was how I understood a lot of them found out was their kid was like, "Oh, you're being Mario?" Which is crazy.
Super. What's up, New Delhi Bar?
So that's Mortal Kombat and video game movies.
Love it.
Yeah.
Was it tiki at all? Any elements of tikiness?
Without spoiling anything, I'm gonna say no. Now, please watch it and let me know if I'm incorrect. If Mortal Kombat does have tiki elements at some point, I don't think so. I think it scores pretty low.
Sub-Zero's not like shooting pebble ice at people or anything.
I was gonna say, if there was one guy who would just kill it with the drink making, Sub-Zero.
Scorpion's using his thing to like stir drinks.
Max, spoilers. He's spearing fucking fruit on that, if anything. And I went into it, I'm like, I know probably two characters here. I know Sub-Zero, and I know Raiden, because he does the lightning.
Yep. And
then I know, that was really it. So, surprise for me every step of the way.
Go ahead and drink. We got Randy on screen.
Fun.
Hi, baby. So, this is a perfect time to hop into my weekend.
Yeah, please.
Because really, it all... Rob says, "Get your tiki over here." Nailed it.
Yeah.
So, our weekend started...
You can come up with a Mortal Kombat catchphrase and make it tiki. And it's like we'll say it. Like, that's the new...
We'll say it.
We want to hear them. We want to use them.
Put it in the comments.
We're going to keep using them until they're just buried.
I'm going to mortally combat a horse. Just keep beating the dead. I'm sorry. Oh. It wasn't great. It wasn't great.
I thought I was trying to see where that was tiki, as well as like a phrase.
It was a bad one.
That was fun.
I'm still recovering from the weekend.
I was going to say, is there any rum left in the state of Arizona? A little bit?
Barely.
What's up?
Michigan Miniac? What's up? Okay, so our weekend started. Everybody's just killing it with the...
Get through. It's a me Tikio. I mean, respect, but garnish him. Fantastic.
Garnish him. That's the one.
I will be saying that when I finish a drink now.
Yeah. What's up? Okay, so we started this weekend. We went to Tiki Oasis, Val and I. It all started off, the drive was fine. Drive was cool. We took the dogs with us because according to when we made the reservation, the Hotel Valley Home in Scottsdale is like, yeah, we're dog friendly. Bring your dogs. Not a problem. No charge. Just great. It's like, oh, this is awesome. Wow. Yeah. So we get there. We get there at about like, first when we get in town, we go visit my dad, who lives probably like 45 minutes from the hotel. My mom is out of town. So we went to lunch with my dad. We dropped the dogs off at the house, went and had a good lunch, came back, picked up the dogs, went to the hotel. This is about 4:50, I would say, when we get to the hotel. I go to check in, and I'm doing all the paperwork, and I'm like, oh, hey, by the way, we got our dogs with us and whatever. And the guy's like, oh, okay, cool. Here's the dog thing you got to sign, the pet waiver or whatever. And so I'm like reading through it, and it's like, you will be charged $100 per like dog complaint if your dog is making any noise in the room. You cannot leave your dog in the room unattended at any given time. You cannot bring your dog into any area of the hotel that is like an eating establishment or any of this and that.
Well,
And suddenly I'm like, oh, okay, great. Panic attack. Now my whole weekend is going to be spent in the room with the dogs. Like,
it's not quite as convenient as they would have thought. And I kind of understand why they might have some of those things, but
it said on the paper that if you, they will like $100 charge per complaint and the possibility of moving you to a different hotel. Yeah.
hey, what?
So I'm like, shit. Now, also, we have reservations at Undertow at 6 o'clock. So this is in like an hour and 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, what are we going to do here? Like, we can't leave the dogs in the room and go to Undertow because we'll probably get fined and all this. So I'm like, shit. I call up my dad. I'm like, Dad, I got an issue here. He's sweet enough to agree to pet sit for us for the weekend. Thank God.
What guy?
What a saint. So we drive all the way back across town, another 45 minutes there, drop the dogs off, change real quick at the house because we're just in like scrub clothes because we were driving. Drive back to Undertow, meet Val's mom and brothers there, and get there probably only about like 5 or 10 minutes late, something like that, which is great. That all worked out super duper, right? Due to the fact that we were a little bit late, at Undertow you have like a 90-minute reservation because they just keep turning people over. Plus, they don't want people sitting there for a long period of time because, hey, what's up, new cap? Pardon me. They don't want people sitting there for such a long time because the drinks are so boozy and they will put you down like real quick.
Yep.
So 90 minutes is a pretty good amount of time to have like about 3 cocktails.
9. Oh, yeah. That's 3 cocktails. That's 9 drinks. Or whatever number you said.
So, but the fact that we got there like 10 minutes late, that meant everything got kind of pushed back, maybe about 20 to 25 minutes, this and that. Right, Jungle Bar? This was steaming me like the whole weekend. It bugged the shit out of me. Regardless. So suddenly we've got like more like an hour to finish 3 drinks, which we end up doing, which I got a real good buzz on.
You don't say.
Ooh, real good stuff. Huh?
Burning through tiki drinks? That's shocking that you would be used to.
We get back to the hotel afterwards. Night turns out great. It's all been good. You know, we're kicking it. Wake up the next day. I'm real hungover from pounding those drinks real quick and then drinking more once we get back to the room. Shocker.
Yeah.
Head down to the Zuzu Lounge, which is the like fancy little restaurant in the hotel.
It's tiki, or at least exotic.
The name is.
Yeah, okay. And that's where it ends?
Pretty much. They did have like all the staff in Hawaiian shirts and stuff, which I appreciate, you know.
Probably a weekend thing, right?
Yeah, I would assume so. The hotel itself knows what's going on, you know, so they do their best to accommodate.
Cool. Unless you have
Huh?
Unless you have a dog, then you can just you figure it out.
Yeah. That day was cool. After that, we met up with Andrew, Surfside Sips,
Yes.
Omar and Tristan from Oak Wash, and just couldn't have had like a more instant friendship with these guys. Like
Aww.
Just the absolute best dudes, for real. We hung out with them like all weekend. It was great. The best, really the best. I met so many people, so many like people that I follow on here that I'd never met in person.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it was awesome. David, who's one of the 2 guys who runs the Enchanted Tiki Bar. Nicole, Miss Swizzlestick, and her friend Celine, who is Nonsense Betty. Gabe, who does the Search for Tiki, who's like the de facto Tiki Mug encyclopedia online. If you check out Search for Tiki, he does killer stuff. So then Saturday we went to Sven Kirsten had a seminar on the cannibal carvings.
Get out.
Nah, yeah, for real. And so it was this whole like hour-long seminar where he's just talking about the whole background behind cannibal carvings.
Industry secret, Mac and I have talked about this stuff prior to the episodes. We kind of go over what we're going to do. First I'm hearing of this. First I'm hearing of any of this. Wow, what did you learn? It's kind of a mysterious origin to these cannibal things.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it is. He was, the seminar was really cool. It was funny because a lot of this I had sort of like just learned in my Tiki Pop book that I'd been reading.
Yeah.
Like just a couple weeks ago, I was like just reading about a lot of this. But it's, how Don the Beachcomber kind of, they were sort of like, not the logo, but he was using them all over his bars. And then the guys who started the Mai Kai kind of like stole them sort of and like started using them as the logo for the Mai Kai. It was so fascinating. He had like a whole slideshow showing just different carvings and different iterations of these, how they would appear in like menus all over the world. It was super neat.
The origin or the lore kind of being it's three statues of, it's the Cannibal Trio is the name, right? Is that still the name?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that I have, if that changed.
I was also like 4 or 5 drinks deep at this point, so interesting, although hazy.
Okay. Because for people who don't know exactly what we're discussing, there's a 3-statue like sort of set that appears in a lot of Tiki media where it seems to be, it's been sort of evaluated in a number of different ways where it's the hunt, the eating, and the like satisfaction, like the full stomach of this sort of character.
He was referring to them as the catcher, the eater, and the full one.
Yes. And there are different ways that you would look at or interpret each of those like moods, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It's not always, in my research, it's not always cannibal in the sense that it's also just sort of metaphors for eating, like hunger, in a sense, like finding, having satisfaction, that sort of thing. But it goes any which way.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, so it's something. It's interesting because there's not really any clear answer as to what they came from.
Yeah, it was really fascinating hearing him talk about it. He's super charismatic. He's, he's like an old, I think he's German. He's just.
Oh wait, what's his name? Sven.
Sven Kirsten.
Yeah. Okay.
But
probably.
He was really great. It was cool too. As soon as we like walked in, all these people from Trader Vic's just like hand us a mason jar full of Dr. Funk. So we're just sipping on Dr. Funks the whole time.
Yep, that's a good TED Talk.
Yep. Yeah, it was. After that, we went like directly across the little like courtyard there to do a rum tasting with a whole bunch of like different, all the brands that were sponsoring the event. It was like Liquor 43, Plantation, Tanduai. They had Sapporo there. The Golden Tiki from Las Vegas was there, like doing a little bit. And we had some kick-ass rums and drinks. It was awesome. And they gave us like a whole swag bag,
I am buzzed from just hearing it.
Tell me about it. You should have seen some of the people in there who had clearly been drinking more than us, like throughout the day. and they're like sitting down. They're like, ah, being all loud and jazz.
Yeah. No, Mac, I've been to a tiki vendor event before, a tiki art show. We, and again, for people who don't know, I think there's very few in the audience, but anyone listening or watching, it's basically like a Comic-Con for tiki.
Yeah.
And they'll have speakers, in this case, they'll have art people selling stuff, and then just drinks galore.
Yeah.
So it's a really fun and a great way to kind of be like, oh, this is tiki.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah. Crash course.
After that, we went up to the room for a second, and Emma says that you've been kicked out of many tiki events.
I'm not going to confirm or deny that statement. But
so after that, we had tickets to the shag party, which was in this like courtyard that was right in between. Hey, what's up, Coxswain Dunsel? Talk about a kick-ass mug maker. Wish I'd met that guy there. Hopefully I hope he's going to be at the San Diego one coming up in end of July. We'll see. Shag party was great. Got to hang out and chat with Tiki Rob and Scott from Tiki Pop, who are just unbelievable mug makers from Maui. Couldn't be more stoked to meet them and chat with them. They were just like the nicest dudes.
No.
I was like really starstruck by those guys because I've been following them for a while. I mean, speaking of
Robin
Tiki Rob shirt right now.
That's tight.
Yeah, great shirt.
Just both of us, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
And many others thrown out.
Yeah.
Just cartoon style.
That whole event was being sponsored by Deadhead Rum.
Oh, hey.
Shout out to Odd Rodney too, who's based out of Arizona. He's the one who made or like designed all the bottles for them. He was at the event too.
I respect it.
Yeah. Coxswain Dunsel's not gonna be able to make the Oasis this year. Next year, dude. Next year. Anyways. Deadhead making all the drinks there. My buddy Michael, who works at Undertow, was like slinging the drinks there, and he makes unbelievable drinks. Woo! Hot damn.
What, if I may, and you don't have to answer this, did you have a best or favorite drink from the weekend?
I would say that the Alchemy of the Damned from Undertow. That was my. I couldn't tell you what's in it besides gin.
Pass.
So I had this drink 3 times, I think, in the 2 times I was at Undertow.
Wow, you were a fan.
Yeah, always. And so I'm allergic to gin. I have like a mild allergy to gin.
I just don't like it.
It like I get all these like blisters inside my mouth. Is brutal.
Oh, fun.
And worth it.
Okay, so just to clarify, the best and your favorite drink was the one that physically attacked your body.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's high praise. That must have been some drink.
It was killer. Really killer.
Like a pizza and it gave me food poisoning, I would never be like, still the best pizza I ever had. Eat it again.
Yeah, I think it's yes, that's right. Andrew picked up one of the Undertow menus.
All right.
We'll have to.
Let's keep hurting Mac.
Yep. Bring it on.
Mac. Hurt Mac.
Not some. I don't have such an issue with pineapple. Oh, what's up, Ian? Emma, I don't have such an issue with pineapple, although it does make my lips a little buzzy sometimes. And same with like
you as
huh?
you. That's because pineapple is eating you as you eat it.
Yes.
I think we covered that here.
It's what's that snake that's eating itself?
Oh, the Ouroboros. Nobody correct me. That's how it's said.
Yeah. I get the same thing with like cantaloupe and honeydew and some melon and stuff. It makes my like mouth all buzzy. Weird. Anyways, let's get to the fun part that everybody really wants to fucking hear, which is show and tell time.
Oh, yes.
Because I came back with just a king's ransom of...
When we were backstage, you described it as a Scrooge McDuck amount of new Tiki stuff.
You can't see it. I'm just surrounded by it.
We should have done a before pick.
Yeah.
Audience.
So let's start with some of the stuff that I picked you up.
What? No.
Which I unfortunately didn't get a chance to drop off today, clearly.
90 degrees, I wouldn't have wanted you to get in the car and drive up here either.
To start, the Tikiaki Orchestra vinyl.
No.
This is one of my favorites. I absolutely love this. Those guys are great. You're going to love it. Right up your alley.
I already do. That looks fantastic.
And also, I couldn't find a mug that was within a price that I could pick you up.
I would not want a super expensive one. I'm very, minimalist. If it's a barrel, I'm set, but I don't say go out of your way for that.
I was looking hard for barrels, and there were not any. It was weird because there were really like the mug makers there was like Tiki Rob, Tiki Pop, Mini Tiki Meow, Odd Rodney, and Crazy Al. I think that was all the like actual mug makers, and then there was one other booth that had like secondhand mugs,
right.
like reselling mugs, but it was
fun. Those are usually the ones I end up at, unless there's one like specific thing I want to get.
Same. But right. all the resale mugs, there were a handful of Trader Sam's ones, and I was like, Jeff can get the, wasn't Jeff.
He can take care of it.
But
yeah,
Tiki Farm was also there, and another industry secret, when we're backstage prior to coming on the show here, we always do a shot together, and Jeff always uses his Minnesota Vikings shot glass, which I love, but it's not very tiki. So I happen to find these.
Oh my gosh.
These little tiki shots from Tiki Farm, from Derek Art. If you don't follow him, you need to be following him. He's great.
Those look fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't opened this yet, but I did get to like pick them up while the display ones, and they're primo.
Skull, new captain in town gets it. Go Vikings. $65 million for our quarterback.
We like spikes. I got just a slew of. I'm not gonna pull out everything because there's a bunch of just like little things, deadhead keychains.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, all like plastic sunglasses with like
those
plantation on the side. Huh?
Those like doodaddy or whatever, like stuff that you wouldn't normally. It's just stuff that grabs you as you're going around.
Yeah, exactly. Got handful of swizzle sticks. We got undertow. We got this crazy giant key.
Oh, that's awesome!
Right?
What's that, Mac?
It says fine Dominican rum, Lemba, Lemba. I'm not familiar with this rum.
That's what the hobbits ate in Lord of the Rings.
So they call the bread.
Yeah.
The Golden Tiki.
That's tight.
He's got a little butt.
Yes.
Right?
Butts on my Tiki merch.
And this dope Tiki Rob swizzle stick.
That's pretty tight.
That's pretty tight, right?
Yeah.
Big shout out to my new buddy, Tiki Dan. He did this Mai Tai pin.
That's tight.
Right?
That's like the coin from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, for real. And then this guy. Check out Tiki Dan. He's the homie. He's from Phoenix.
New Captain, points out that the Super Bowl is in LA, which I guess is news to me. I hadn't looked, but certainly spent enough money on that stadium, so yeah, I guess we better use it.
We better.
That'll be cool.
Also, not this next WrestleMania, but the following, also in LA.
Wow. Hot damn.
Hot damn. I got a grip of cool pins. You know I love pins.
You do.
Montenegro.
That's just a bottle? I love it.
Yep.
That's great.
Got this red Tiki Rob pin.
I love a good cocktail pin as well. That's just the drink with all the accoutrements.
Same.
All the garnish him.
Garnish him. What's up, Acme Tiki? Little sexy pineapple pins from Plantation.
Love it.
Tiki AZ, who is like a Facebook group, I guess, who they were selling a bunch of cool stuff.
Fine, sure.
Tiki Pop pin. Love this guy.
You are
great pin.
Rich.
Yeah. All kinds of fun stuff. We got like little shot glasses.
Yep.
I think this is like a Montenegro one that has like, I don't know if you can see the shape of this thing. It's really neat though.
Yeah.
Plus like Plantation pineapple shot glass.
That is a nice vessel.
Yeah, this thing's a jam. Val got herself from Tiki Rob this little bob pendant.
Boy.
Which is super duper. It says Tiki Rob in the back, if you can see it.
Good. Take
Yeah. She also got herself, I'll just grab one of them because there's two, but she got these.
Stop.
I know.
That's great.
How good are those earrings?
That's fantastic.
Apparently, it's vintage bamboo and vintage these little parrots, both from the 60s, that this woman made and put together.
So that's repurposed into that's cool.
Yeah, tiki togs. I've seen them around at stuff. They're often at the shipwrecks and whatever. Here's one of this is what they served us those Dr. Funks in. It says Trader Vic's on it.
Okay. That's great too.
Cool branded, whatever.
Love a mason jar. Do a lot with it.
Yeah. Great for batching and taking cocktails places, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Stone Flamingo Tiki Togs. She makes those earrings.
Tikiaki.
If you know Mischief Motu, they do all these awesome wood carvings and
he does woodwork, and that's a good looking piranha.
Right? Mischief Motu. Check them out. Instagram. They're the homies as well. Love those guys.
Yeah. Couldn't
be sweeter. And now, here's just some of the Surfside Sip Straws we came home with. Andrew is absolutely the best. Just all of, anytime you were around him and a drink was served to you, he would like whip out this box of straws and be like, "You're not drinking out of that. You're drinking out of this straw." And he would just hand you straws. So we came out some shorty blue bamboos.
Great color.
Right? I got this cobalt blue bone elbow straw.
I'm in.
I got the curvy bamboo, this guy.
That's fantastic.
This was Val's crown jewel that she got.
Oh.
You can't really see it, but it's like very lightly lavender.
No, I can get that. Yeah, that's like
really pretty.
Iridescent.
Yeah. And then my gray Thulu, the Ursula straw.
Oh, man.
Right? And it's a shorty for Mai Tai glasses.
Perfect.
So perfect.
I when mine arrived, and I still treat these glass straws this way, we've talked about durability because I'm certain that I'm going to break them. I move them and store them as if I were transporting a live bomb. I'm just like, I gotta be careful. I can't shake this. I better not bump this or anything. Just because I know my experience with glassware.
Yeah.
And I'm careful too, but
I mean,
they're really well. It's lasted this whole episode.
They're sturdy because they're made out of like the Pyrex glass, like what they make like science equipment out, like test tubes and stuff out of.
See, I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you. I see. I'm overly careful with them, I know, but they're fantastic, and that's good to know.
Yeah. And then to get in to the mugs. So, where do I even start? So, we got the deluxe pass when we went, when we signed up for everything.
Sure.
Which the deluxe pass came with this year's Tiki Oasis mug, which was a shag mug made by Bauer Pottery, who are great potters out of LA. Boom.
Pretty tight.
Boom.
Oh, it's reversible.
Right?
That's smart.
Great mug. Really great.
Wait, show the top again. I want to see what we're... Okay, so it's a decent size.
It's pretty small, You wouldn't be able to like clean it properly without one of the mug brushes.
Story of my life.
Do you have a mug brush? Mug brush?
I have a brush that more or less reaches, but most of my mugs are pretty like low maintenance, not intricate, because again, this is how I do.
Fair. I'm pretty sure I have a second mug brush that I've never opened before. If you want it, I'll get that to you.
Hey. We'll talk backstage.
Don't just give away brushes on the air. I got from Tiki Pop.
Holy shit.
The Morongo, one of his Morongo mugs.
It's glistening.
It's what's up.
Why is it so pretty?
Because if you make a mug in Hawaii, it comes out like this.
All right. Say no more.
I have not yet drank out of this one. I think this might be a tonight mug.
I was going to say, drink that one ASAP, and then can't wait to see it behind you.
Yeah. My hat. Oh, this is Oak Wash hat. Check out Oak Wash. Great mug maker.
Yeah.
Speaking of Oak Wash, I couldn't be more thrilled about this. He was cool enough to give me this guy.
Holy shit.
Not even out yet.
What am I I'm looking at Gamera? Oh, it is a turtle.
The turtle shell.
This is a
signed
mug?
It for me. Him and Tristan both signed it. Tristan is him and Tristan make these mugs.
Can I see what we're working with? Oh my god. That's huge.
We used it as a bowl the other night. It was great.
That's amazing.
Yeah. What's up, Bummy? I love that. I love those guys, man. They are just the sweetest dudes.
Is that the crown jewel of the trip, more or less? Or is there... I don't want to... Okay. I'm just trying to build hype.
This might... It's hard to rank the stuff that we got. This one probably means the most to me. I will definitely say that.
Is it like ceramic, I'm guessing? Or is it...
Yeah.
You gesture with it a lot more than I would ever. Stop it. No. It feels terrible.
Val's purchase Sorry, I get so close to the camera here. So when we first got into the marketplace opened up. Tiki Jungle Bar. I'll do a whole list of everybody after this.
This is the live reveal, and then we're gonna.
Yeah. I'll shout out everybody on the story or something after this. So when the marketplace opened, it opened at 10 o'clock on Saturday. There was like a big line, and as soon as they opened it, basically everybody just went to Tiki Rob. Shout out Tiki Rob. Because him and Tiki Pop from Maui, as far as I'm aware, they don't get into the States that often. So it was like a big thing for them to be there. They were bringing very specific stuff and like really cool stuff. So like the Tiki Pop mug, the big Moai mug that I got, that was one of them. Val picked up this from Tiki Rob.
Oh.
It
looks like a pill bug.
He's like a palm tree pineapple. It's like a I don't know if you can see the wood grain on this.
Oh yeah, I see that.
But it's like pineapple palm tree tiki man.
Right.
Standing on lava.
Oh, right. Are those legs going down the way, or are they abs?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Audience, are these ribs? What are we looking at? Palm apple, that's...
Palm apple.
And yeah. But does he have abs, or does he have a bunch of legs? Because if he's got a lot of legs, I have questions. Hey, I love it.
We're going to have to ask Rob.
Yeah. I'm sure he's got a huge, like, a detailed list of explaining what is going on. Their fingers? That worries me. Now I'm more confused.
And
leg fingers, those are toes. Sorry.
Bunch of chubby legs.
Okay.
And my I think crown jewel of the trip from Tiki Rob, what I stood in line for in the hot goddamn sun for a long time, was this guy.
I almost spit out my drink. That's something.
Dude.
Wow.
So I had my eye on this one. He signed it and everything.
That's tight. Love the sign.
I had my eye on this one when he posted it. And I was like, holy shit, that's one of the coolest mugs I feel like I've ever seen. What's up, Trent? Talking about Tiki Oasis. He posted this, and I was like, man, if I could get my hands on that mug, I would be one happy camper. And then I'm like in the line, and I see it there, and I'm like, well, there's like probably 12 to 15 people in front of me. There's no way I'm going to get that mug. And then I keep getting closer to the front, and keep getting closer.
What was the number of mugs they had available of that?
I think Rob probably had like maybe 30.
Wow.
Something
really?
like that. Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
That is huge charisma boost.
Big charisma boost.
But it does make you drunk.
Yes. Big time. But long story short, I could not believe that when I got there, this one was still available. And I was like, did anybody get that one? And they're like, no. And I was like, oh, yes. And
if he had said, no, it's cursed, I would have been like, oh, that explains it. That's why it's still there, Mac.
I would have paid double for it.
Why? Don't pay double for a curse, Mac. Do not give more money. I can't believe I have to say this at
I don't care.
Vendor event we go to. Stop paying extra for cursed items.
Here's a blank check.
No. Why do you have these?
But ultimately, and I think that was pretty much everything. But yeah. Trent asks, they're an average cost of a tiki mug, or is it all over the place?
That's a good question. We could average it, and it really kind of comes down to, well, you might know better, but what are you willing to pay versus what do a lot cost, and what does the market decide is worth paying? Because you can go to like Geeky Tiki in just like your nearby, whatever. They have them at like Target, and you can spend 20, 25 on a good mug. But then if you want to support an artist who has, created a limited amount of these, they are different. They all store drinks, which is what you want, or what I would assume you want, but there is some people use it as a status item or just like as a display piece. There's a whole bunch of ways to interpret it. None of it's wrong. It's just a matter of what do you want to pay, what do you think is fair, depending on how you're going to use it, and what's your budget? What do you want out of it?
Totally. I would say anything is from.
That's a good question. You can buy, I would say, $1.5 million to answer Seed and John's question.
Mm-hmm.
Budget is $3 million. You can buy, $1.5 million of the Geeky Tikis, or
yeah, that sounds about right.
Very rare ones.
Very rare ones.
Yeah.
What's up, Tristan? Everybody check out Tristan. He's the one I've been chatting about this whole time. Him and Oakwash. They're the best guys, man. Best guys.
But so budget-wise, I don't think I've ever paid over 80 or 90 for a mug. I could be wrong. The Tyrannosaurus one that I got, it was much bigger than I thought. I think it was like 80 or 90. But that's usually my ceiling. Other people have a much higher budget.
Yeah.
I'm not, depends what you're going to use it for. And if you like it a lot.
Totally. I mean, it really is. It's like an art piece. So Trent's asking, are tiki mugs just to collect and put on display? It definitely is like a piece of art that you're paying for, but it's also functional.
I like to use the stuff I have.
Yeah, same.
So if I'm going to, I have a harder time spending, like there is big money on some that I'm just like, nope, not really comfortable then drinking what will make me clumsier as a item,
right.
And then using it in such a way. But that's just, again, my paranoia for breaking things.
Totally. So, I mean, I would say, I think the most expensive mugs I've seen from a mug maker are in the 500s. Tiki Crazy Al does his stuff is definitely out of my price range.
Right. Dag has some pricey ones, but it's all very high quality.
Yeah. But then you get the mass produced Tiki Farm stuff, which is still quality. But those things are like $25 to maybe $50, something like that.
Which I'm totally down with. If I'm at a bar for the first time and I want a good souvenir and they have a mug that speaks to me, sold.
Same.
Easy. That's fun. And you have a collection that dwarfs mine by several degrees. It's very impressive. And yours would be considered small compared to some other people's.
Big time.
But it's just a matter of, what do you like? Do you want to drink out of them? Are you a minimalist, maximalist? It's a whole bunch of things you can consider.
Yeah, agreed.
What's that?
I said agreed.
Yeah. To me, I will gladly pay, 20 to 50 at a bar where I had a good time. That's fine. Before I would pay, I have waited in line for some because they spoke to me and I saw it on Instagram and I was excited and I wanted to be a part of the experience.
Mm-hmm.
There's no wrong answer.
Yeah. Emma asked up here, she wonders what my grandkids will think of my collection. And I will say, one, I hope they're not scared by it, because there's Val and I were talking about this the other day. I'm like, man, there were some mugs that I feel like would freak me out as a kid if they were like around. But ultimately,
Please, next
what
step would show every one of those mugs.
Do you know my Follow Me Eyes mug? It's like way up.
Oh yeah.
You can see him peeking over the top there.
Yeah.
But my buddy Michael, when we were talking about our mug collections one time, was saying, like, you know, for me, it's an investment that you could either, like, I mean, there's a lot of money going on with this stuff for resale, you know, not that I'm trying to buy and resell stuff. I'm just collecting, but worst case, something terrible happens, and it's like selling your car if you need to, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily. Can you resell them? Yes. Should you rely on doing that? Not gonna advise that.
Yeah.
But if there's something you enjoy and you want to use and drink out of, no, we love the tiki mug questions. Like, this is what we do.
Bring it, Trent. Thank God.
This is it. We're happy to address this sort of stuff. Trent missed the make a Mortal Kombat saying tiki.
Yeah, it's like a stamp collection that you can drink out of.
Yeah.
Because really, it just makes the drinking experience more fun. Because it's like, when you were a kid, I definitely wanted to drink out of, like, something cool that had like a
weight to it.
Yeah, and like something I could imagine along with it.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because we'll get into it later on, but it's sort of like when we discuss what got us into tiki. A lot of times, on my end, it was got a record that had great tiki music after experiencing one or two bars, but then listen to the music. It's really good. This makes me kind of want to have a drink, but I don't have the right sort of, I wish I had a better item to drink this out of alongside the music I was listening to, and it just sort of ramps up from there, and that's how you end up on a tiki talk show.
Agreed.
2 years later with your buddy.
And here we are. So Trent, to answer your question too, yeah, there are rare ones, kind of like baseball cards. There was an Undertow mug from Tiki Diablo that was it was like a cactus bob. This is Tiki Bob here. This guy
with this starfish on their head.
Yeah, this in particular is Pure Post Bob, but the face happens on a lot of bobs.
Yeah, that's a rare one.
Yeah, but so there was a cactus bob that Tiki Diablo did for Undertow. That Undertow for a long time was just like hanging on to one, and had it up on their store for $2,000, which somebody bought at one point. So
explains a lot.
That's out of my price range for sure, but that was one of the coolest mugs I'd ever seen. I was like, damn, I want that mug real bad.
I get that. I mean, there are others, and it's like I have this one that you gave me.
Oh yeah.
Because it's super simple as far as just, oh, look at that, straight down. It's a well, and then it's got a bunch of Polynesian areas on it. Use it as a water glass for all intents and purposes. Like, it really, that means a lot to me. I would have paid $2,000 for it, obviously, but that's a personal decision. But the fact that somebody gifted it to me, it's fucking thrilled.
And it was $2,000.
What? Matt! Stop doing this. Stop spending thousands of dollars on gifts for your friends.
I can't help it. Also, so to go along with the really Trent's question earlier, with the collection of tiki mugs and having them be functional, it really like taps into my inner child. With the mug I want to drink something fun out of, plus On top of that, Surfside Sip straws being like an adult crazy straw,
Ah,
nothing better.
we figured it all out.
Nothing better.
Yep. Emma's right. If this mug is cursed, I'm going to be pissed. Because you would spend extra on a... Fuck!
It was only 1,000 until the guy told me it was cursed.
And then you priced him up?
I said I'd pay double.
I mean, I really like the mug. It's great.
Also, Trent asks, are there wrestling tiki mugs?
Answer this, or you can too. Trent, you bet your sweet ass there are.
There are some, like this pair of mugs that I got. Hey, there's Omar. Also, check out Omar. Been talking about him the whole time. Love that guy. Instant friendship. Also, Tiki Monster. What's up, dude? I haven't seen you in a long time. Love those guys. To answer your question, Trent, you can see the other one right here, but it is a pair of Luchador Tiki mugs. And I love these guys. Also got them from Mondo as well. Check out Mondo for dope mugs.
It's great. Mondo News, I believe, is the Instagram handle.
Yeah. Those guys are awesome in the
stuff. And it's a lot of pop culture in the form of, like, they did a Godzilla, and I think they had an Alien mug recently.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yes.
And, like, a decent price. So when you consider what you're going to pay, just figure your price point. And these guys might be on the higher end for some people. They're worth it. I like to, as I always say to Mac, I like to kick the tires, and I like to feel and hold the mug if I'm at a place, if I can. But otherwise, there are some that have pulled me in. And my best advice for anybody shopping for a mug, if you see it on Instagram or if you see it on a website, check how big it is. Check how many ounces it holds, because you might be surprised to find how much the capacity is and how big of a mug that's going to end up being.
Jeff's gotten himself burned more than once.
I have consistently, never a curse, but constantly a package arrives and I say, who ordered work boots in this place? And, oh no, I am expected to drink out of this. And it's as tall as my head. So.
Yes.
So that's my experience.
And I think ultimately that wraps up my show and tell. I think. And also, Trent, never apologize for your questions. We love your questions. I will talk about tiki mugs all goddamn day.
It was a nice direction to take the, because considering you were showing so many, I think a lot of people had the question, but they didn't want to ask. They didn't want to disturb us. They didn't want to.
Later, Omar. Enjoy your day, brother. Do we want to get into questions that we got prior to the show?
Yeah, I had two from at Emma Birdie. She sent, one was, yo, am I Tiki? I'll let you field that one. And Surfside Sips, I'm not going to say no, but I will place an order. I don't want to...
Andrew, he needs more longer straws.
I usually use, like, a smaller... This is perfect. This guy has been used in a lot of mugs. Most of my mugs do not go taller than this. I just have one giant Tyrannosaurus mug that I would have to tape straws together to get to the bottom of.
You need to send him one, 24-inch straw.
He's not wrong. I don't know if those numbers are exact. You're very kind.
Yeah. More straws always.
So, Emma Birdie.
Oh, right. So, is Emma Tiki? Emma does have, what was it? It was the, Emma, what's that necklace that you have? It was an anglerfish, right?
Fish. And she has a tattoo of an octopus.
That's pretty tiki.
He's getting some points. I'm
Let's
gonna,
say P.
we should have had like the scale with like, here's where this is. 500 is absolutely Tiki. So here's what I'm gonna. Unless you want to give a number first, Mac, you look like you want to give it. Okay, I would say I'm gonna give her a 419 because I want her to aim higher. I want to bring those numbers up, but I also want to respect what she's done so far.
419. That's all right. I like that. You know her better than I, but I'm going to say 420.
Ah! Fantastic.
Because, 420.
We did not rehearse that.
I said it, Kelsey. I said it. 420.
And then I had another question from her was, what are we collabing on? Which was, Emma, she's sending me a thing she's making for my B-Day that will absolutely put me over the edge. And yes to 420. Wow. Big. I'm all super excited. Now, we'll see. We'll see if it amps up the score. I can't wait. If it's a...
Drum roll.
Yeah. Well, the bar has set it. 419 and a half.
Averaging it out.
That is great to hear. She asked, what are we collabing on, which is a callback to a joke where Emma posted on her Instagram and was immediately... The first 5 comments were from those accounts that are just like, let's collab, DM us, and every, zero other substance. And I find that aspect of Instagram a little bit fishy. Like, if you want to make a sincere request, by all means. But if you're just doing a numbers game, I kind of take offense to that. So I commented, I said, collab, please! Or however I worded it. It was something. And it took off from there. But she recently said no, because I think I had some great ideas. And she was like, it's a no from me. And I was like, bro, you're saying our collab is a no lab? No.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry.
Buffering
I got like a Amber Alert or something popped up on my phone there for a second. Something I don't care about.
I don't have that. So that was, I don't know how much of that you heard. Did you get it all?
I think I missed the last probably 2 sentences.
My punchline. I said that you want our collab to be a no lab?
Got that.
Okay,
great.
Then. Oh, good. I'm glad I said it again. It's totally worth repeating. I've now said that at least 3 times today.
That's what's going on the Yo Is This Podcast Tiki t-shirt.
Yeah, this collab is a no lab, bro.
But it says it 3 times.
Good, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be the new. Watch for t-shirts, guys. You like that phrase.
Yeah. Would anyone buy t-shirts that said Yo Is This T-shirt Tiki? Out of curiosity, in the comments.
I think people would definitely, and we'll have to talk to Andrew about marketing, garnish him.
Garnish him.
I think we should discuss. Now, everything you do say in the chat becomes our intellectual property immediately, so there is that part too, just FYI.
Yeah. Love it. All right, we got 1 sale from Z. Okay. Perfect. Kelsey says V-neck.
Let's do it yourself.
Love it.
Andrew, perfect. I would prefer to discuss at some point an Aloha shirt style. Yo, is this shirt Tiki? But it's our faces or something.
Just Jeff Granito'd all over.
Our faces are a barrel mug one of your mugs, and a fifth thing. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll get some merch going at some point.
It's coming. A tank top in that same style, too. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Hats, maybe. We'll get some hats.
I don't wear them, but yeah, sure.
Not yet.
Everything we do talk about on this show does end up manifesting somehow, so fine with it. We'll keep spitting these ideas.
All right. Was that all your questions?
Yeah.
So I had one from Oasis podcast Tiki Pins. Okay. All right. Let's see what I can do there.
Let's talk, but I'd like to do like the theater drama masks.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's like your face being happy and my face being like perturbed, whatever. Like those are the moods. That's not the final idea, but that's my immediate response.
We'll work on something. I love it.
Yeah.
This
has just become a brainstorming session for merch.
I love it. Yo, is this merch brainstorming?
Is this merch viable? And the audience just being like, boo, or yeah. And we're like, all right, won't do that one. Sure, you got it. Tell it. Sorry.
That's the next episode. We'll have a whole other episode of just like, yeah? No. Okay. Yeah? Yeah.
Hey.
Andrew from Surfside Tips asks, is spam on a burger tiki? So let me preface this. While we were in Phoenix, we went to Hula's Modern Tiki, which is like a tiki restaurant nearby. Good food, decent drinks. Nothing like crazy, but love the vibe regardless. And we had the Hunkin' Samoa burger, which is burger, thing of spam, thing of sausage, and then fried egg.
Oh, tight.
It was fire.
So that's tiki. Sorry, people are calling me out for mispronouncing a word, I guess. I think I said it right. I don't remember what it even is.
Perturbed.
Perturbed.
I
You knew what I was talking. One looks happy, one looks sad. I'm a bad
one. Ian, it was delicious. I get it every time I'm there, and I have yet to finish it. I've had it 3 times now, and I've never been able to finish it. It's just so much meat.
Is it tiki? What would you rank it?
I would say it's, as far as burgers go, I'd say it's pretty tiki. It doesn't have like pineapple on it or anything, but it's called the Hunkin' Samoa burger, and it's got spam. So, I mean, I'll give it somewhere in the middle, I guess. Let's say, I guess I'll hit it with the 500, just like right off the bat.
Oh, it's more tiki than Emma. In the burger scale.
In the burger scale.
Yes.
It's a different scale.
That's worth pointing out. I'm getting flack in the chat for saying perturbed. Guys, I think that was kind of a glitch on the Instagram broadcasting end. Because I said it right, and I think it was just when I watch it back, we'll see if it was incorrect. But when I said it, when it repeated back to me, it was fine.
And we'll go live midweek to put a redaction here if you said it wrong.
Oh, Mac, if there's one thing this show is about, it's redactions, apologies for stuff we've gotten wrong, date corrections.
Yeah.
I have a lot of drink left.
Attaboy. I'm getting a little low. Okay, so spam on a burger. I'm gonna say it's pretty tiki.
Yeah, it elevates the burger to a tiki status, but a burger itself is not necessarily tiki.
Agreed.
But
yeah, it definitely helps with the burger's tiki-ness.
Yeah. Great question.
Great question. Next, from new captain in town, is the TV show Young Rock Tiki.
I think by definition of the Rock's genetics, they would have to rank pretty high, but I don't know as a show that it's necessarily addressing or introducing elements that are distinctly Tiki. I again bring you to the example of the Muppets, not Tiki, Muppet Treasure Island Tiki.
Muppets singing Kokomo Tiki.
Yes, absolutely. So that would rank, probably around a 500, where it's like, Tiki, but a little over 500, less than 600, let's say.
Okay. I've only watched the first episode and enjoyed it, but maybe not necessarily enough to watch the rest. The sitcoms kind of get me, despite my undying love for wrestling and The Rock.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the first episode, and yeah, I feel like the TV show's got to rank as high as The Rock did in whatever episode we covered that in, 2 or 1 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Every episode.
This podcast is The Rock Tiki.
All right. Do we got any more?
And then Robert, Radio Wastelands, asks, what would the Star Wars Cantina be called if it were a tiki bar? This is a good question.
You had a great answer to this one, and I won't get into my unpacking of tiki culture in a galaxy far, far away would be a very different thing than what we recognize it as. But you, off the bat.
Well, having it be because it's called the Mos Eisley Cantina, right?
Yes.
That's what everyone knows it as. So, assumedly, it would be the My Teisley Cantina.
Fantastic. If that's not a bar, it should be. And, fucking George Lucas can come find you.
Sue me. Don't. We don't have any budget here.
Not you, but, if that bar was opened.
Yeah.
I think you'd be fine, though. I think there's parody law that would protect you. Or
right,
us.
Like dumb Starbucks, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Perfect.
All right, Mac, I think we've killed it again.
I think we did kill it. You got any shout-outs?
Adventurers Pack, Emmy the Odd, great people, doing great content on Twitch, Surfside Sips, Mortal Kombat on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
Happy Tiki Head Show, Madman in the Creep, Robert, Radio Wastelands, and Ian from Creepers Cove do their podcast every Tiki Tuesday at 5 o'clock our time, Pacific time, I think.
Enjoyable stuff.
And Ian finished up his raffle yesterday.
Oh, tight.
And today at 6:30 our time, 6:30 Pacific, they were going live to announce the winner. I'm going to hop on that live stream, and I was lucky enough for Ian to ask me if I wanted to help out raise money to stop AAPI hate. I donated some pins, which someone will be winning this evening. Really excited. Oh, it's tomorrow? I thought it was today. Oh, yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. You're right. Yeah. Sorry, tomorrow
That's
at
fair.
6:30. Stoked for that. That's going to be awesome. So stoked that, Andrew also donated gift card, all this jazz. It's going to be really cool. Tune in tomorrow, 6:30 Pacific, 8:30 Central, or whatever crazy part of the country he lives in. Always shout out Surfside Sips, our one and only and best sponsor. Use code word is this Tiki, 20% off your Surfside Sips order. And then I also wanted to shout out Omar and Tristan from Oakwash, making unbelievable mugs. Couldn't be cooler guys. Love those guys to death. Glad to have a brand new friendship with them. And then also shouting out Tiki Rob and Tiki Pop for the best possible mugs in the haul that we came back with this weekend.
Beauties.
Couldn't be better. Also, real quick, Acme Tiki asked, is Spam Masubi Tiki? Fuck yeah, it is. I love Spam Masubi. And that's, I'm putting that at like this. If there were rum in it somehow, it'd be at 100. Otherwise, I'm putting it at like $8.99. That's what I'm doing.
Wow. High praise. There you go. I'll agree with that.
And Stone Flamingo said, have y'all been tiki hopping in the Bay Area? Suggestions? No, I have not. I would love to. But I know you have to hit up Zombie Village.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Check, but I know some people will talk. We'll come back with answers to that next week.
Love it.
Ideally.
Yeah. Thanks for going way over the time with us that we normally do, everybody. I feel like this is a super fun one.
Oh, we killed it. A lot of fun.
Adios, Tristan. Adios, everybody. Sorry.
No, I said thanks to you, the audience. We appreciate it.
Great love y'all. Love you, Captain Seabird.
Hey, likewise, buddy.
And we will all chat very soon. See y'all next week. Stay fresh, cheese bags.